All right, let's get you set up on your bike. So your seat, you want it to be as high as your hip. So stand next to the saddle, lift the leg up that's closest, and then make sure it's in line with your hips. Next up, handlebars. These can be as high as you want. If you have any lower back issues or you're working out for two, you want them as high as possible. That's going to alleviate the pressure in your lower back. And then the distance between the seat and the handlebars is a forearm distance. However, for me, my arms are a little bit long, so sometimes I like the handlebars just a little bit closer because it will stop me putting pressure in my shoulders. Once everything is set up, we get on top. If you have the ability to clip your shoes in, great. You can also get cages that will then support your shoes. So once you're on the bike, to make sure your seat is the correct height, when you straighten your leg, you see how my knees slightly bend? That's what you want. You want your knees to be ever so slightly soft so you're not locking out your knee. All right, and then we get pedaling. So I've got a 6-minute workout coming for you. 3-minute warm up. We'll have 2 minutes where we play with going fast for 30, slow for 30. We'll do that twice. And then we'll end with a strength moment where we climb a really steep hill. So at Barry's Ride, we ride to the beat. If you want to put on your favorite song, absolutely live your best life and go to that beat. Otherwise, I'm going to talk you through our RPMs. You want your RPMs at about 65. So right now you got on the bike, your legs are probably going really fast like this. We're going to add some resistance so that you feel some support under your feet and it starts to slow it down. So imagine you're on like a moderate hill. It's not going to be a flat road, you're not going to be going downhill, but there's going to be something underfoot, so there's a little bit of push and pull going on the pedals. Let's talk about positioning with your shoulders. Try not to have them by your ears, roll them back and down, and then light grip on the handlebars. I like imagery, so I always like to think I'm ice cream scooping my abs in and up, so I'm a little bit supported, I'm not just chilling in front of the TV. Perfect, we'll be here for another 10 seconds, and then we're going to take it up to the third position. Before we get up, just reach down, add a little bit more resistance to the wheel, and then take your hands to the front of the handlebars. All you're going to do is lift those hips straight up. Now, if you're working with any knee issues, by all means, stay seated in the saddle. Same thing as before, ice cream scoop those abs in and up, shoulders away from your ears, light grip on the handlebars. And then squeeze those inner thighs. To make sure you're in the correct position, look down. If you have a wheel like me, you never want your knees in front of the wheel. You always want your hips back over the saddle, knees not in front of the wheel. That's how you can protect your knees. You probably felt as we're out of the saddle, you're able to now use your body weight a little bit more. If you just sped up and your RPMs are above 65, reach down, add a little bit more resistance. So at Barry's Ride, we're in the saddle, we're out of the saddle, but it's always completely up to you what feels best for you. As long as you're on beat, as long as you're on RPMs, you're golden. We'll be out for another 15 seconds, we'll sit down, and then we'll start going fast. Keep checking in. Are you scooping those abs and up? Are your arms straight? Are your shoulders relaxed? Light grip on the handlebars. All right, take a seat, change to nothing. In 3, 2, 1, sit down. Coming up. We're going to go fast for 30 seconds in the saddle, and then we'll come out the saddle to recover. So, I only want you to get the edge of breathless here. I'm talking 85, maybe 90 RPMs. We're there for 30 seconds. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Form is still exactly the same. Light grip on those handlebars. You want to get a little bit lower, you can hold lower here. Now, my RPMs are in the hundreds. That means I have not enough resistance. So, I'm reaching down, I'm adding on. The goal is to be the edge of breathless here. If you're bouncing in the saddle and you're like triple digits, you need more resistance. If you're really struggling and feels like you're going through mud, take some off. Got another 5 seconds here. We get out the saddle, find third position in 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. Find 65 RPMs, side to side. Whew, how'd that feel? If you're like, yeah, I couldn't go fast, great, just take some resistance off. If you're like, that was easy, my breath is fine, you need more. All right, another 15 seconds. We're gonna sit down. We've got one more opportunity. Now, at Barry's Ride, it's you versus you. So, your goal, match or beat that effort you just put in. It's my favorite way to get our heart rate up in a low impact way. We sit down, we push for 30 in 3, 2, and 1. Sit down, push 30 seconds. This is the last one you're going to do. So again, if you're bouncing the seat, if you're in the hundreds, way more resistance. Shoulders away from your ears, squeeze those thighs. 15 more seconds. There is a 30-second recovery the other side of this. Let's go. Absolutely, hold on to it. Just a little bit more. Almost there. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change nothing. Get up. Slow down that breath. All right, 30 seconds. Let's get our breath back under control. I'm going to pull back the wheel just a little bit. Again, finding this side to side, light grip on the handlebars, hips over the saddle, knees never in front of that wheel. Always knowing it's okay to sit down if you need. All right, final minute, our strength minute. Think of this like the roads suddenly got like this. We're gonna climb a hill. Let's all sit down in 3, 2, and 1. Add so much on, your legs slow down to the 50s. Now it should look like you're going through mud. Like you see how I'm using my body weight right now? You wanna have to do this as well. Oh, I'm in the 40s. That means way too much resistance. Take a little bit off. Take it out of the saddle. Okay, in 15 seconds, we're gonna do what we did at Barry's in the ride room. My favorite, it's called max out. Maximum resistance you can handle while holding the 50s. This is how we're gonna end this workout. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Let's max out everything you can handle. Holding onto the 50s. Gonna use that body weight. 30 seconds. We'll sit down. We'll get on the floor. We'll stretch. We'll work our arms. If you just sped up, you're cheating and you're cheating yourself. So reach down, add some more on. You're gonna get breathless here because you're using that body weight. You're using your entire body. Getting that low impact work going. All right, final 5. Shoulders away from your ears. You got 4. Almost there. You got 3, 2, and 1. Whew, nice work. Take a seat. Take everything off that wheel. You smashed it. Great, so now the cycling is done, let's have a cheeky little stretch. We're gonna open up the hips and we're just gonna twist and open up that spine. I'm gonna give you modifications and remixes, so just bear with me. We've got 1 minute. We'll start with world's greatest stretch, downward dog, looks like this. Your right leg will come forwards, left leg will step back, reach up to the ceiling, bring that forearm down, and then you step back to your downward dog. Bending your knees, you can have a little shake, a little head nod, whatever feels good for you here, and then we go into the other side. Now let's talk remixes. If you're working out for 2, don't do the twist, and you can also take the option of your back knee being down. Looks like this. So you'll just come into this deep lunge, knee on the floor, and then sit back into a child's pose, just resetting that spine, and then you'll step forward into the other side. Again, not twisting towards the legs, keeping your torso nice and stable and forwards. If you're not working out for 2 and that looks nice, do that instead. Just listen to your body and do what's gonna feel better for you, because this should feel like a nice treat after getting really sweaty on that bike. Let's do 1 more each side so we're nice and even. And then we're gonna start to work. All right, push-ups, tricep push-ups. We're gonna focus on the backs of our arms. 3 options. Option 1, on your knees. Option 2, full plank. Option 3, again, if you're working out for 2, you can do this against a wall, so you've got a little bit more support for your lower back. Option 1 looks like this, knees down. Regardless, hands are under your shoulders, shoulders away from your ears, elbows go towards your hips. Option 2, in this plank, squeezing those glutes. Think of this as an ab exercise, just as much as a tricep exercise. And then option 3, you're against the wall. Right, 30 seconds, let's get it. In 3, 2, and 1. One of my favorite things to do as I push up is focus on the breath. Inhale down, exhale up. Making sure those elbows are really grazing your ribcage. And if you feel those shoulders coming towards your ears, just roll them back, reset. All right, you're 15 seconds in. You've got another 15 seconds. How many more push-ups can you do? I reckon that's like 4. Let's go 3. Almost there. 2 more. Yes, last one. Nice work. All right, now we're gonna get up. Shoulders are warm. Triceps start to get fired up. Grab your 2 medium dumbbells and come up to standing. So 1 minute on your shoulders, 2 minutes on your biceps. We start with an upright row. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. So in this position, if you're like, oops, these dumbbells are way too heavy, you've got options. You can alternate. If your dumbbells are too light, my favorite thing, just play with gravity. See how slowly you can straighten those arms. Things to think about: knees are ever so slightly bent, belly button is drawing to your spine. So you're resisting the urge to sink into that lower back. And then just make sure you're thinking also about spreading that collarbone nice and proud. Shoulder blades squeeze together. And try and never have those hands above your elbows, or elbows above those wrists. This is about that time when those dumbbells start to feel a little bit heavy. And that's where it's fun. Let's go even slower on the way down if you're with me. Got another 10 seconds here. So the other side of this, we'll take it to 2 minutes on our biceps. I'll give you a moment to reset that grip, and then we'll get into our biceps. This is your last rep. Dumbbells down, shake it out. All right, take a moment, give your shoulders a little roll, give those wrists a little roll. 2 minutes on your biceps start right now. We're gonna go 3 quick, and then, because it's fun to play games, a really annoying slowly one on the way down. Same thing with those upright rows, knees are slightly bent, abs are tight, and then really resist the urge to sink into that lower back. I don't know, but for some reason I love to give imagery. For me, I imagine I'm a piece of bread in a toaster. No offense, but I don't like burnt toast. If you do, love that for you. I don't. So let's not lean back, let's not lean forwards, let's just stay still and get evenly cooked. All right, we've got another one of these, and then we'll take it to our final minute on our biceps. Are they burning yet? Palms are gonna face each other. We're gonna alternate hammer curl. Join me in 3, 2, and 1. If this is a moment when you're like, oops, these dumbbells are way too heavy, you have another option. Put one down, hold the other in 2 hands, keep palms facing each other, and you can join us like this. It's also something to work up to. So if you're like, okay, this still feels quite challenging, great, do it with 1 dumbbell, come back to it, do this again, and see if you can keep 2 dumbbells for the final minute. Time for our final 30-second finisher. You're gonna hold both dumbbells at 90 degrees, like you're holding a tray of tea. In 3, 2, and 1, you're here for 10 seconds. Go to your happy place. Knees are bent, belly button to spine. Do not shake that tea. 20 seconds to rep this out. As many hammer curls as you can. Starting in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. If this is starting to feel really heavy, again, you have the option, 1 dumbbell, or go back to alternating. You're almost there. You've got 10 seconds. How many more reps can you get in? I think like 4. Let's go. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Absolutely. Nice job. Put those dumbbells down, shake it out, and then clap it up for yourself. You smashed it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.